I take PA students, sometimes med students working with me, and some of them are getting, introduced earlier on with handheld devices, how to use it, normal image acquisitions. And I like to have them practice it and just kind of re-solidify them so that they continue to get excited about it. And I had this one student last year, it was around August. And lady came in, I've known her for a long time, history of smoking. And I was like, hey, why don't we just you want to practice your ultrasound skills? I was talking to my student in the room. And I was like, do you want to do a AAA screening? She meets the criteria for it here. Let's go ahead and do a AAA screening. So, I had her do it. And then I went ahead and did my own real quick scan. And what I noticed first is I looked at something and I saw something that looked like a little tiny hyperechoic mass in the liver, pretty well circumscribed, looked benign there. But I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and slide the probe down and let me just take a look at the cavity and look at the whole entire liver. Well, what I ended up discovering there was a big, large renal cell mass with a bunch of necrotic debris in it. Patient was asymptomatic, didn't have any hematuria. Labs did demonstrate a little bit of mild polycythemia, which may or may not be related to the renal cell carcinoma or the chronic history of smoking and also living at higher altitude here in Reno. But anyways, it changed that conversation from AAA to being like, oh my gosh, we got a real problem over here. We need urgently, so because of that POCUS exam there, that was just done for educational purposes, it ended up being a massive kind of changing point for the patient because we diagnosed a renal tumor. And going through my training, and not that I know everything about kidneys over here, I know what benign tumors look like, and I know what malignant tumors look like. And this looked like renal cell carcinoma. I was able to, send the image over to the local urology group here, got a stat MRI, and sped up the whole process of the workup. Patient ended up getting the nephrectomy done. She's doing well. It's been a year out. And, if it wasn't for that scan, I would say that there probably wasn't a whole lot of other real indications to do any imaging on her. She lung cancer screen that came back that never showed anything. She was up to date with her colonoscopy and preventative there. And it was just by simply just taking a look, I incidentally found a tumor and it changed the outcome of the case.